Hey everybody, working on guitar number 7 here, and I got the strings on, it's tuned up, the action is set high enough that they'll ring out, and I was in the process of setting the action, and I'm getting some buzz, so I'm going to go ahead and toss the pickup on, which will allow me to hear better exactly what's going on, and then I think it's time for some spot leveling. Now this pickup here, they've soldered on the wires so that basically this cable has to come underneath it. So the first thing I'm going to do is give it a little spot of glue here in order to keep things tight. Just hold that for a minute. Okay. The glue there is dried. I took a measurement from these rails here to the wire and came up with 1.5, and this stuff clocks in at right around 1.5, so 2 shims, one here and one here, and that's pretty much flush with the top of the wire, and that'll take care of the issue with the wire having to run underneath the pickup. So, time to mark them out, and then cut them out, and then paint them out, and then glue them out, and yeah, you get the idea. So let's see, we'll go like maybe here, and if that one's there, then the next one might be like here, that kind of a thing. Alright, let me get a straight edge and a coping saw. You get the idea. Uh-oh. Come back here, you. So you get some paint on it first, and then they'll stick to the paint. And it's time for a fresh can of paint. Just want to make sure that you don't have any unfinished wood showing up underneath the pickup. Okay, time to get these spacers glued on the pickup. I copied the specs off the back here before I cover them up. Actually, they're going to go on that way. Yeah. Get some glue here. Come on, glue. Might not be enough. Much of the accelerator on this glue is evaporated off. So while it might still be super glue, it doesn't set up very quickly. That should be good enough. And just wait. Time to put this pickup on. If I can get this glue to cooperate. Let's see, it'll be about there. And about there. about like that. And then we wait for that to dry. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm starting at the top and I go down, and when I find one that buzzes, I go ahead and I mark the last one that didn't buzz, and that's the one that's probably high. So for example, the 22nd fret on number 6 is buzzing a little bit, which means odds are the 23rd fret on number 6 is high. And I'm just going along and marking them. So far I've got one high spot here on number 6 and one high spot here on number 4. And 5 is fine, apparently. I mean, it's close, but it's okay. So yeah, I'm just going through and doing that and marking them. That'll give me an idea of how bad it is. And if it's not bad, then I'll just, you know, zap this point and zap that spot, kind of a thing. And if it's really bad, then I'll take the strings off and level it all, and crown and all that kind of good stuff. Looks like I'm getting some nut buzz on number 4 here. Hear the way it goes kind of zing sitar there when you let go. Yeah, the 0 fret is a little too low for this, for the height of the nut. And the height of the nut is more or less set by the fingerboard, which means in general the 0 fret is just a little too low there by a 1/20th of a millimeter or something, a few thousandths of an inch. It's okay, I think I know a trick for fixing a low spot. It's got the nut buzz on number 3 as well. Okay. Got a high spot on number 1 string here. And then I just have a few little spots right up here at the top end. I got 3 spots on number 1 string, and then a spot there and a spot there. So there's no sense in going through the effort of leveling this whole thing, since almost all of it is level and ringing out, except for just a few little points. I think I'm going to try to deal with the nut buzz on these two, on number 3 and 4 string first. Perhaps reseating this lock will take care of it, but if not, then I can build this up with a little CA glue, and that should take care of it. And once I get that cleared, then I can go ahead and deal with these other little spots here. Well, the 0 fret is definitely low at the number 3 and 4 strings. So, low fret is an unusual situation, and there's really only 2 ways to deal with it. One is to refret, and the other is the trick that I'm going to try and hope that it works. And it's a bit of a jury rig, you might call it, but from various things that I've done, I've discovered that this actually seems to work okay. So I'm going to give it a shot. So I'm not going to keep you in suspense. Basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to get these strings out of the way and try to build this up a little bit with a little bit of CA glue. And that's all there is to it. It's meticulous and you have to be very careful and try to not make a mess and only get it where you need it and things like this. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing here. Okay, time for a little surgery here. I think I'm going to start by taping the area off. Might have to I was thinking I might have to remove those strings, but maybe not. Alright. That ought to help protect the fretboard a bit. Now, need some glue. Whoa, that's plenty. Then, let's see, 3 and 4. So right about like that. All right. And we wait. They say that rubbing alcohol acts as an accelerant for CA glue. I don't know if this stuff is set up yet or not. I'm going to try pulling the tape off. That side came off cleanly. I think I do see some CA glue built up right here. I don't know if it's set up yet though, cured totally. Definitely want it to totally cure before I try putting any load on it. And I might have got a little seepage. Yeah, it looks like I got a little seepage right there. So maybe wait for that to set and then see if I can scrape it off with a razor blade or something. All right, watching glue dry. I'll skip ahead. Okay, to check this, I take the fret rocker and I put it down. Right now it's resting on 1, 2, and 3 frets, and then I slide it down this way. And when it gets to the 0 fret, I should feel it just barely bump up over it just a little bit, indicating that it's just ever so slightly higher than the fret plane. And that's kind of what I'm shooting for. And right now, it's not doing that. So it's got some buildup, but not enough. So I'm going to have to give it more. Well, I tried putting a couple drops of rubbing alcohol on it, but it didn't seem to do much. So I guess that's an old wives' tale about that working as an accelerant. In order to speed things up, I'm going to try some fresher CA glue, see if that helps. And we wait. Okay, that took care of it. No more buzz. Looks like I need to do it to number 6 string too, though. See how it's kind of dead? And then if I go like that. And all I'm doing is pressing on it with the Allen right here, right behind the frets. So, yeah, this one's got the same thing going on. But these two work now. No more buzz. Well, it took a while. I actually had to do 2 applications to the number 6 string here in order to build up enough material. But no buzz. And no buzz. And no buzz. So yeah, all the nut buzz has gone away, all fixed. So now all I have to do is deal with these little guys right here, and there was one spot right there. So the first thing I'm going to do is check it all again and see if there's still an issue. Probably are, but better safe than sorry. Don't want to start grinding away on things when I don't have to. Okay, this guy right here, number 1 string at the number 3 fret, seems to be the first issue. You play it here, and it rings out. You go here, and it's obviously hitting this thing still. And you put a fret rocker on it, and yeah, back and forth. It's rocking, so yeah, the end on this fret is high. I think I'm going to see if I can put a block of wood under here to support the edge, and then loosen up the string maybe, pull it out of the way, and have at it with the rubber mallet. Okay, we'll see if this has any effect. Might need a more solid surface. I've got this block under here to support the neck. That's my high spot. No, that's not really having an effect. Guess I'm going to have to level it. No, I put it on the desk and I tried the rubber mallet, I tried the plastic mallet, and I tried the little brass hammer, and none of them had an effect. So yeah, it definitely is going to have to be leveled. Okay, this high spot's been fixed. I actually used that in order to do it. Had to hit this and this one and this one, because you got this one down, and then that meant this one was now high by comparison. And you got this one down, so it was good with these three. Now this one was high. And yeah, so now they're all working, and everything between here and here is good. And actually, number one string's good all the way up to the top end of the neck here somewhere, at least. But the nut angle is wrong. That angle is wrong. The nut is like kicked up this way, and that's the reason why these strings are having a hard time seating on the 0 fret. This should be kind of back this way more. So, yeah, I'm going to have to fix that. Get it to angle back this way more, and possibly put in a bigger 0 fret. So, yeah, time to deal with that. Well, the nut has obviously come loose here. So, let me get the strings out and see what's up. Well, that explains what's going on. The wood insert came loose. Guess it needs more glue for that.